on Monday. Yes. So many of you know that most years I teach the senior stats course, but this year I'm not. So I'm actually, missing a little bit doing all my polls and surveys. So we're actually going to begin today's morning meeting with a little survey, okay? And you're going to participate by standing up if you meet the criteria, okay? So here goes. So if during the course of your Taft career, okay, you have gone to the homeless shelter to hand out food on Friday evenings, could you please stand up? We'll find out who's been participating in service right now. Oh, well, we got a lot on the very first one, okay? If you have done volunteering as an X, could you please stand up? All right. And stay standing, okay? If you've worked in one of the local schools, Children's Community School, one of the Watertown Public Schools, stand on up for that. Have you donated blood at one of the Red Cross blood drives? Wow, we got a lot. Okay, thank you. All right, you guys can sit down. So you can see, in the ordinary course of our lives here, many students participate in community service on a day-to-day basis. And if you haven't got a chance to participate yet, on Monday you finally will, and we can get everyone participating in some type of service event. Okay? This is now the 5th year that I've been running Community Service Day, and so each year I think about, well, what can I talk about at the morning meeting? What aspect of service would I talk about? And what I wanted to focus on today actually was talking a little bit about our school motto. Okay, we see the school motto written on the walls, on the stationery. We hear people talk about it, but I think on a daily basis it's very easy to kind of tune it out and not really think too much about what it means. Okay, and so that's what I'm going to talk about today. And one thing I want to impress upon you is that we have a very strange school motto. Okay, and to support that point, I'm actually going to show you some examples of other school mottos, and we'll see how ours compares. All right, if you've had me as a teacher, you know it's very hard for me to do any class without PowerPoint. So here we go. Let's have the requisite PowerPoint slides here. Okay, example number 1. Okay, this is the logo with the motto for Harvard University. All right, it's the first university in the United States. It has a one-word school motto. Okay, Veritas. Latin people, Veritas, truth. Okay, truth. All right. Now, when you're the first university, you can get away with the one-word motto. Okay. It's kind of like if you were the first guy on Gmail, you could be like john@gmail.com, okay, or jeremy@gmail.com, all right? But if you don't get there first, you have to add extra stuff. Like that's why I'm Jeremy C209, not Jeremy, okay? Okay? But Harvard can get away with the one-word motto. All right, truth. We can't really be too upset about that. Universal, ideal, good stuff, okay? Let's look at some other mottos here. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so we have Yale University, okay, second of the Ivy Leagues, my alma mater. I think it's the 3rd overall university in the United States. Now, as we know from the Avis commercials, when you're 2nd or 3rd, you have to try a little bit harder, okay? And so with Yale, we expand on the school motto idea, and we go from one word, we make the jump to 2 words, okay? So we have lux et veritas, okay? Latin people, lux, light, okay? So we have light and truth, all right? Clearly, that's a big improvement over just truth on its own, okay? All right, what is truth without light shining upon it, okay? Perhaps if we were to phrase that idea in the form of a T-shirt slogan, all right, as you might do before the Yale-Harvard game, okay, you might say something like, well, your Veritas sucks if it ain't got that lux. All right? That stuff is very funny if you're in the Ivy League and you make jokes and chants that are in Latin. That's good stuff, you know? All right, so that's the Yale University school motto. Let's go to the next one. Okay, we have Choate School, one of our competing boarding schools, okay? Fidelitas et integritas, all right? Faithfulness and integrity, all right? That's a pretty good school motto. It fits the pattern. We have two abstract nouns, lofty ideals. Very hard to dispute that faithfulness and integrity are good characteristics to pursue. We can't be upset about that. Let's go to another one. This is my alma mater, Regis High School, New York City, okay? Deo et patriae, all right? For God and for country. Wow, you just really cannot dispute that. I mean, I think even the House of Representatives might accept that as a motto, right? That's, you know, okay? Very difficult to dispute, you know, pursuing the ideals of serving your country and the Lord, okay? So there's a very clear-cut pattern here, all right? I think we kind of get the idea. You take two lofty ideals, express them as abstract nouns, you translate them into Latin, that's a plus, okay? And boom, you've got a very effective school motto, all right? Now, Mr. Taft was a Yalean, many of his family members went to Yale as well, so he kind of knew the drill and how to come up with a school motto, yet instead we produced the Taft motto. Let's see what we got here, okay? Non ut sibi ministrator, sed ut ministret, all right? Much more complicated than the standard school motto. All right, so now this will be more of a challenge even for you Latin scholars here. We have to take it up a notch here. So we've got, first of all, we have a not this but that rhetorical construction. All right, so we got a little fancier here. Okay, we have two clauses, both with a subjunctive verb. All right, wow, that's pretty intense. All right, one of them's in the passive voice. All right, so this is like way up there in terms of you need some advanced Latin in order to even comprehend what the motto means, okay? So, you know, the idea here, why would Mr. Taft, all right, pick such a complicated school motto? This whole idea of not to be served, but to serve. And when you think back to the beginnings of the school, my thoughts on it are this. Taft, back when it was founded, very similar to the way it is today, was a school really for some of the best and brightest students in the country, and to prepare those people for future leadership in our society, whether that be in the realm of academic leadership as a professor or scholarly person, whether it be leadership in the realms of public service, government, business, okay? And so even back then, I think it was very clear that students who came here with a purpose to be trained as future leaders in society. Now, I think today that very much is true as well. And I think part of that training for leadership in future society involves a certain degree of content. All right? What are the academic types of skills that we want to pass on to students to be leaders in society? What are the kinds of lessons about working hard and character that we build up through athletics? What are the types of moral values and character traits, habits of mind that we feel make people successful as they become adults in society? And I think then, and probably now as well, we actually have a fair amount of agreement, probably across students, your parents, and faculty members, on what the content of that education looks like. I think most of us here have a fair amount of agreement on what's the purpose of what we're trying to learn at this place. And so I think our choice of school motto gets at another part, which is not what we're all trying to accomplish here, but why we are trying to accomplish it. What is the purpose of getting this great education and all this training to be a future leader in society? And I think that's where the motto comes in. And Mr. Taft reminds us, with all of the knowledge that we build up and all the skills we develop here, there's a certain responsibility that comes with that, to use those skills, to use that knowledge that we developed to help and serve others in society. And I think choosing this motto really tries to emphasize that that is a very important part of what we're trying to accomplish here when you get beyond the basics of the academics and all the other things that we are learning on a day-to-day basis. All right, so in closing, okay, I want to tell you two things. One, I want to wish you a very happy and enjoyable Community Service Day on Monday. You'll be getting your projects over the weekend, all right? And I hope you all get an assignment that you're happy with and you can do some good work on Monday. And then the second thing is I really want to encourage you, don't let Monday be the only time during the year that you are involved in community service. There's a lot of opportunities across what we do at the school to get involved in service. You could take the service learning course in the second semester if you're not signed up for that already. You can choose volunteering as an X maybe in one of your off seasons for sports. Sign up for one of our international service trips. You could go to the Dominican Republic over spring break. You could go to Guatemala at the start of summer vacation. And there's numerous other opportunities that are coming up all the time. And if you can't bite off one of those bigger things, look for those Sunday activities where we do a one-off type of event where we serve some group in the community, and you can go out with a bunch of other friends and perform some service and just do that in your free time, maybe one Sunday morning, okay? So thank you very much today. Have a great Community Service Day and enjoy the rest of your day today. Thank you.